Hey guys, how's it going? Sorry this video is a couple days late, but you know, work and stuff kind of got in the way. If you hear noises in the background, don't worry about it. My sister's over and, they make a lot of noise sometimes. Anyway, I'm going to talk about Supernatural Season 11, Episode 2, Form and Void. Before we get started, I do not say this video will contain a lot of spoilers. So, if you haven't seen the episode yet, please see the episode first and come back and watch this video. Now, I think the best way to break down this episode is to kind of start with each individual guy. Dean, Sam, and Castiel are all in 3 different places. Lots of things are happening to them at once. So, I think it's best we start off maybe with Sam. Now, the episode starts off with Sam still in the hospital. He's been infected with the demonic virus, the darkness virus, whatever you want to call it. Kind of reminds me of the Croatoa virus, but anyway, he's trying to find a cure, not just for himself, but for the others that have been infected. He hears this singing. It's the old Death song that we heard a few seasons ago when Death was first introduced. And he meets a Reaper named Billy, who I really like this character. She's got some sass to her, and she knows she knows how to talk to Sam. She tells Sam that next time him and Dean die, they're going off into the void, to the empty. They're not going to heaven or hell or purgatory. They're just going away. So that little safety net we've had where Sam and Dean would come back is no longer there. So Sam still has to figure out a way to cure this virus. So he goes to the chapel and he prays to God. Well, we think it's Chuck, but he's praying to God, asking for a sign. I thought that scene was actually very well done. Always liked Jared Padalecki, as an actor. After he gets back from the chapel, he's walking down the hallway and has a vision about when he was in the cage. The cage, this is the second episode where the cage has been mentioned. And I believe there is some photographs floating around online that show the cage. So I have a feeling Michael and Lucifer are definitely going to come back in this season. It's getting more and more that obvious. After that, it's something that Billy said that he was biblically unclean. He Googles it. I don't know if you can Google biblically unclean, but he figures out that holy oil and fire will cure the disease. And in fact, it works, and he's able to cure a bunch of people that way. So Sam's in a good spot when the episode for that. Dean, on the other hand, is helping Jenna get the baby to Jenna's grandmother. While they're there, the baby starts floating things in the air, basically exorcist type stuff. So Jenna calls Dean. Jenna's grandmother calls somebody else, who Crowley shows up dressed as a Catholic priest, which I have never seen anything more sacrilegious before in my life. I mean, the king of hell as a Catholic priest, but hey, let's go with it. It actually looks kind of good. I mean, he looks like he could play a part. Mark Shepard could play the part of a Catholic priest, maybe. And I like the way Crowley explained to Dean about why he's a priest, about, that he's got contacts in the Catholic Church, that when a demonic possession comes up, he's called. If it's one of his, he says, I'll leave it alone. But if it's not, he'll go ahead and exorcise it, to keep the competition down. We find out that the baby is, in fact, the darkness, and that she eats souls. And at one point, she eats Jenna's soul, and Crowley kills her, which totally sinks my whole Dean-Jenna ship, but I've never been good at making ships anyway, so there we go. And the episode starts with the baby Amora not being a baby anymore, being a little girl, I guess, maybe about 6 years old, walking down the street, and Crowley offering her souls to make an allegiance with him. At the same time, Castiel's not having a good time at all. He's being tortured by a couple of dick angels named Jonah and Ephraim. And Hannah shows up. Well, a fight ensues, and Jonah and Ephraim are both killed, but also so is Hannah. And I'm kind of torn on this because Hannah was always such a good person towards Castiel and kind of an ally to Castiel in heaven. And we also find out that it was Hannah that sicked Jonah and Ephraim on Castiel, hoping to hurt him so he can come in. The whole I think it's called the White Knight scenario, where you have somebody hurt somebody and you come in and pretend to save them, and they're so grateful that they just open up to you. Castiel doesn't fall for it, and Hannah gets killed, which really sucks actually, because I liked Hannah back when Hannah was a woman, and when Hannah was a guy, and so Hannah's dead. But actually, and the episode ends with them in the bunker, and Kaz has still got the mad dog spell on him, so we're not sure how that's going to play out. All in all, it was a great episode. I loved it. I'm really liking this season so far. It started off with a bang, and it just seems to be continuing. I think next week we get Jensen Ackles directed, the annual Jensen Ackles directed episode. So that'd be pretty fun to watch. All right, well, that's about it for today, and I will see you guys later on. All right, bye.